Hey, and welcome back to the Clinch for our second episode of a three-part special for EFC 66. It's our last event of the year here in South Africa, so we're going to break it down as much as we can. I'm joined by the EFC fight maker, Graham Carnival. Graham, thanks for coming back in. Appreciate it. Gareth Bursky welcoming back the Frenchman Philippe Le Terrible Rouge.
Wow.
An incredible fight. Philippe was fantastic on debut against Carnival, wasn't he?
Oh, he is so cool. The way he carries himself, his attitude, like, you know, and then that does match when he gets in the hexagon because he really puts it on. He's slick. What really was amazing about that fight was his boxing. The way he moved, like stepping out of range, throwing uppercuts, that's unusual. To mix it in, like he had a boxing style, but that was very unorthodox, and I really enjoyed watching him. And, sorry, he submitted Francois Carnival, who has never been submitted
before. Yeah, he handled himself on the ground against the ground specialist. It was absolutely superb. Yeah, incredibly talented and great to have more French guys after Asker's
and he comes from Asker's camp, and you know those guys we love.
Bushido Academy.
They're awesome guys. I've got to tell you a funny story. Dave Mzlalose WhatsApped me when he was cornering Gina out in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And
Cyril was on the same card, wasn't he?
Cyril was on the same fight card, and he literally WhatsApped me a photo of the whole French team, Cyril, all of them, doing the Iron Claw.
No, really?
With him.
That's cool.
And they had met at the weigh-in, saying, you EFC, I love Graham, I love EFC. It was cool to see that the EFC family is branching out everywhere.
That's cool. Well, since you mentioned it, when are we going to see Dave Mzlalose back in this country?
You know, this is the whole thing, is whatever happens with Don, Don's kind of, we're going to lay it out there for Don to say when he's going to defend. So, Don, we need you to defend and you need to give us an answer by this date because he's got some things on the line. At the moment, that could be happening for the kid.
But how does that tie into Dave Mzlalose? You're saying that Mzlalose's number one contender now?
Because Mzlalose's the guy. Let's not forget, you know, you beat Dave Mzlalose and you are headed for stardom because of his accolades. The guy he lives in Vegas. He is a world-class athlete, a world-class wrestler, a hell of a great promoter, like in terms of fight promoting. He's the guy you want to stand next to when you want to push a fight because you want to see whoever he wants to fight.
Yeah,
and he raises that guy up.
He's coming off the win against Tembo Garimbo. But are you saying, and I'll ask you again, is Dave Mzlalose the number one contender lightweight?
Yes.
And he'll be
He's one of three.
Who are the other two?
Well, Gavin Hughes.
Yeah.
Alain Lunga.
That's interesting. So Gavin Hughes.
I would put Alain last, only because everybody's been giving me a bit of heat on social media about why not Alain.
Yes.
Alain is phenomenal. If you know me, you'll know I love Alain and his talents and the way he fights. I mean, the knockout of Bar Ninaber, spectacular. However, all of Alain's last fights have been very short notice. You know, we've needed Alain at those times. I would love for him to fight a top guy in a heavily promoted fight.
Are you saying that Dave Mzlalose is at top over Gavin Hughes for the next crack at that lightweight title?
Well, we've promised it to Gavin Hughes.
Yeah.
We have. We've said, Gavin, this is you're going to get this opportunity.
In that fight against Dion Brown.
And, you know, at the end of the day, Gavin's right. You know, because we don't know what's happening to Don Madge as I'm sitting right now, and we will know very soon. Once we know, we can put it all out there, and those three guys will all get the matchups that they deserve.
What do you need to know
put it that
about Don Madge?
He's been given opportunities overseas, apparently, and we need to validate those. And if they're valid and great, then sign the guy to go over and do his thing, and if not,
wish him the best.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's good news. Gareth Bursky.
But they're rumours. They're rumours.
Well, I see he's training.
He's training Chris Cyborg, but it doesn't make a difference in this game. Everyone's doing something. You know, you never know until it's actually signed.
So Gareth Bursky, how's he looking? 8-5, tough fight against Philippe Rouge.
Yeah, hugely tough. But Gareth is tough, and Gareth is performing like an absolute demon. I mean, I go back to look how good Magna Alves is. You know, he really is good. And his fight against Gareth was mind-blowing. Like, the guys were throwing everything, anvils at one another. So Gareth is shown to be the next contender, in my opinion, and so is Philippe Rouge. With only one win in the bag in South Africa, he's proven it.
It's a bantamweight type fight.
Bantamweight.
Interesting.
So the winner fights the Mart or Ishad.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be cool to see Gareth Bursky and Ishad Sayed in Cape Town, or Philippe Rouge and Ishad Sayed in Cape Town, or Demart Penna versus any one of those guys in Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Or Pretoria, or Sun City. I mean, they're awesome fighters.
That is a fantastic
So
fight.
at least we've got a cool contender fight coming in to really show people that that division's strong.
Yeah. No, I love the bantamweight. It's interesting welterweight title, welterweight fight after that. Popanga Tresor coming in replacement for his teammate, Temba Garimbo, who pulled out the fight against Jose Dinido de Rocha. Another great fight.
What does a matchmaker say? I don't know. I mean, you know, I offer fights, guys accept them, and if they pull out, you know, we're quite hard on the guys, but you can only go so far. Temba, what's the issue? Personal reasons.
Okay.
I back the kid. Whatever he doesn't want to fight, so be it.
Yeah, and he's got a teammate in Tresor who's always willing to step up, always puts on a great show.
He's at least stepped aside, and we've got a really cool replacement.
Yeah.
It's not like we found, you know, an undercard guy to get in there. I mean, Tresor is on a tear, and he's looking great, and everyone's toting him as the next guy to watch out for. So let's see. Let me tell you, Jose is something special, man.
Yeah, the way he put Cameron away in record time was, you know, devastating.
And it's weird, whenever we talk about these knockouts and submissions and these finishes, we forget the caliber of guy that was taken out.
Yeah.
Like, Cam is amazing. The kid is amazing. He knocked Popanga Tresor out.
Yeah, and it was his first defeat as well.
He obliterated Francois Kabulu when no one else thought Kabulu could be beaten.
Yeah. Yeah, but like we said, the best way of coming away from a loss is to take another fight. And the way Jose took that short notice fight against Dricus du Plessis and was willing to come straight back to South Africa, take the plane on short notice,
get a camp.
come back. Yeah.
At least he got a camp. He got a full camp. He said, Graham, now that we've had a full camp, you're going to see what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
In Portuguese, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's a great athlete, and I think I'm hoping it. I don't know with Popanga. He does like to take it to the ground, and I think what he sees in this opportunity is really the opportunity for him to take his career to the next level. But just putting it out there, I don't think that. Well, I know Jose has never been submitted, so.
Wow. That's going to be a cracker. And Popanga's striking is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And we've seen that Jose's hands are also great. 4 days ago, the finale of The Fighter aired, and we now know that the Frenchman Ibrahim Ibrakumite Mane is taking on our very own South African Brandon Lazar.
Do you know this dude has taken 6 fights in 12 months and beaten everyone?
Ibrahim Mane.
I said to him,
he's 6-0.
what was your background? No background. No, what martial arts? I like Bruce Lee. I said, no, what did you do? He said, no, I watched Bruce Lee films. So, 18 months ago, this guy was sitting in France watching Bruce Lee movies.
Decided I want to do that.
I want to do MMA. And then he's gone on a 6-fight tear.
Yeah.
And
and he makes it to the final.
I really want to do more investigation on this guy's story because I can't believe it. But this is what's presented, and I've done the kind of surface research, and he's 6-0 in 12 months.
Like you said, he might have an extensively superb amateur career. You just don't know, and what other organisations he might have fought in that aren't available.
This guy's hungry. That's what I can say. That's what I know for sure. This guy is so hungry to win and be at the top of the food chain.
And what do you make of Brendan? What's he like?
Oh, man, he's just like the stereotypical South African boykie.
Yeah.
You know, family, wife, dedicated, business, trying to make it hustle, work hard, athletic. You know, in the house, he was the guy every single day that woke up at 5 o'clock to run, regardless of when he was fighting. Everyone in that house can tell you, conditioning, fitness, that Brendan Lazar. That guy is so fit. What's dedicated.
What's at stake for the winner? Remind me.
So, it is a 6-figure contract with EFC, and the opportunity to fight, as of right now, Dricus du Plessis, who's going to be fighting KSW for the welterweight belt, and who's our EFC welterweight and middleweight champion next year. So that is a huge ask. But can you imagine the kind of the story behind it. Like,
Yeah.
this guy started off, look at Brendan's story already. He's had 3 wins
Yeah.
in TF1.
Yes.
In the house. He's the only guy to beat, and he was underdog for 2 of those 3 fights, a heavy underdog. And he came through and just smashed. So he could beat Ibrahim Mane. And if he fights Strickus next year, it'll be kind of mind-blowing for everyone. I think.
That is
I think
fantastic.
It was freaking cool.
That's a great story. It really, really.
And
will be.
Drickus is eager. When I told Drickus, I phoned him yesterday. We were chatting about this. I said, okay, this is the plan. Once you beat that guy in KSW, get that belt, and you come back here, this is what I want you to do. He said, man, who's it going to be? I said, well, Ibrahim Mane is in, and Brendan Lazar. He couldn't believe it. He was so happy for Brendan. South African pride. It's great.
No, that is cool. All right, Graham, that's the rest of the main card. Thanks. We're going to get to the co-main event and the main event. Andrew Van Zyl against Jared the Mountain Van der Rand, and Mark the Wolf Penner against Urshad White Tiger Syed. We'll deal with that in tomorrow's episode, part 3 of our 3-part special on EFC 66. We'll see you then.